Good morning, Flosstube. It's Thursday morning, September 1st. I'm so excited. September is my favorite month of the year. I love September. So welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry, if you haven't met me yet. And this is the channel name, The Woolly Sheep Stitcher. And thank you for coming in for a visit and hanging out with me for a while during my floss tubes. Thank you to those who have subscribed and who leave comments and like the videos. It's very encouraging to me and to Malia when she's able to video with me, and we just appreciate it very much. It's always fun to get to know new stitchy and crafty friends, and have the older followers or those, that sounds wrong. And have those who have already been following us since the beginning. So thank you all so much, and thank you for putting up with me when I get all tongue-tied. So today is the beginning of the stitch along that Laura Stitcher on Instagram, Rainbows and Stitching on Instagram, Rebecca is her name, and myself were hosting a stitch along for this Dimensions kit called Scenic Farm. And if you don't already have the kit, then you're welcome to start anytime you want. But today was our start date, and I know there are several people who are joining in with us. I have to look back and check the names in just a few minutes. I know E Crafting in Colorado, she is joining us in this stitch along. And there have been some other people I have seen, but like I said, I need to check back and look at those names. So I'm excited. I haven't started my stitches yet. I thought I would do it here while I make my floss tube video. So I am in a different location. I'm at our desk, and this is kind of the spot where everyone comes. Malia does a lot of her schoolwork here, and then my oldest daughter at night, she works here, and I hardly ever get to cross stitch here, although all my stuff is here. It's supposed to be my desk, but anyway. So yes, I'm at my desk this morning, and I have my coffee. I've got some frothy stuff in it today. I have the Pike's Place coffee from Starbucks that you make in the Keurig, and the Southern Butter Pecan Creamer in it. So I have this ready for my stitching. And of course, I always have a bottle of water with my coffee. Usually I end up drinking 2 or 3 bottles of water while I'm drinking coffee. So so I've got 2 bottles of water sitting here, keeping hydrated. So yes, I have not felt the best this week. I've had some kind of sick bug to hit me, and that's why you're not seeing my face today. But I think you would prefer to see the stitching. So I have my fabric cut and ready, and I will just show you. I've had some requests lately from several people, you know, not a ton, but several people asking me about doing a stitch with me video. So I think part of this video will be a stitch with me because I need to get started on this cross stitch kit and keep up with everybody that's stitching along. So I haven't started my stitching yet, and I am still counting out my fabric. I'll just show you how I do my fabric. I don't think very many people do it this way, and it's just the way I started out over 27 years ago when I would start a cross stitch project. I don't measure my fabric. I don't fold it to find the center. I pretty much, well, let me just get my fabric and I will show you. Okay, so please bear with me. I am not used to filming this way. So I am going to have a few issues while I get used to this. But I have my fabric out here. I have not ironed it, and I probably won't iron it for a while. I just want to get started. But the way I usually count, I always like to start. Let me go back. I always like to start my cross stitch project in the middle. That's just how I have always done it in the past. So that's how I still do it. Some people start in one of the corners, or at the bottom, the top, or whatever. I like to work out from the middle. So let me see if I can get my camera down in here. I typically count out, if it's a larger piece, I count out like every 50 squares. I'm sorry. So here you see where I have marked each set of 50, or each space of 50 with a lead pencil, and I haven't gone all the way across yet. I think right here, yeah, right there, and I still need to go over a little more and count out my stitches, and so I get my width that way, and then I count up this way, doing the same thing. So I will pause and finish that, and I will come back to the video. Okay, so I finished up counting all my stitches across. As you can see, I've got it marked off, and I wound up with 395 by the time I got to the end. Now I'm going to go up the side and count how many stitches I have that go up the side. Okay, so I have my stitches marked all the way up the side. You can see where I marked with my lead pencil. And I came up to having 176 stitches high. So for anyone that might be new with cross stitching, this is how I find my center. It's the long way about going about it, but it's just the way I've always done it. So down at the bottom, I had for the width 395 stitches. So I divided that in half, and right, let me see if I can get my big finger in the way, where I have this marked is my center point, where I'm going to count up to half of 176, which would be 88 stitches. So I'm going to count up 88. and see where the center of my fabric is. Okay, so I found the center of my fabric, and I know a lot of people would cringe at this, but I did a very light, just a very light mark with my pencil right there so that I could easily count over. I was actually going to start, let's get the chart here. I was actually wanting to start on one of the buildings, and I looked at this, and the roof of this is just all white. I don't want to start out stitching with white right now. I want to get some color, and so I decided to go ahead and just start in the middle, which is with the tree. So I'm going to start there, and it's like a blend of dark brown, I think it was, and black. So I'm going to get my thread, my floss together, and get it on my needle and get ready to start this dimensions kit or chart. Okay, you all, I have my my black and my dark brown floss, and excuse me, my camera is trying to fall over. I was just going to show how I start out my cross stitching, which is typically a big no. I like to tie my end. I knot it. I tie a knot, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this and film at the same time. So let me go ahead and tie my or knot the end of my thread or floss, and I will be back. And yes, I know that people use a lot of different methods to start out their cross stitching, and that tying your thread in a knot or your floss is like a big no, but it has never made a difference in any of my cross stitching. So it's always worked for me, and that's just the way I always will do it. And actually, I will probably never change it, but you never know. So let me do this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my needle threaded. I have my no knot tied at the end of my floss, and I am ready to start stitching on this tree right here. So I am going to start there, and yeah, hopefully I don't mess up big time trying to film and cross stitch at the same time. So I'm going to pause for just a second and get my fabric rolled up. I don't use a hoop or a Q-snap or anything like that. I always just roll my fabric up in my hand. So I will get that, and when I turn the camera back on, you will see me ready with some stitches. All right, wow, you all. I don't know how those of you who do Stitch With Me videos do it. I already respected you, but I have a whole new respect for you. Those of you who do Stitch With Me videos are awesome and are able to talk and hold conversation while you stitch. You are awesome. I already thought you were awesome, but I think you're even more awesome now because, wow, I tried to do the first stitch, looking through the camera. And yeah, I already knotted up my thread once and had to undo it. And we'll just see. We'll just see for fun what I can do. Just for fun. We're going to see. So I'm not sure what to talk about. Exactly. I don't know. What do you all see? Right there. Okay. What kind of conversation do you all like to hear when you watch Stitch With Me videos? Because once I get used to this, I will probably do more of them. And maybe I will overcome the trouble I'm having right now. I'm already like a really slow stitcher. And so doing this is like, wow, very slow. I'm not used to just count a fabric either. Let's see. Is this the 16 or 18 count? The 18 count. Yeah. So that's kind of hard for me looking through the camera because I can do 16 count pretty well. 14 count is good. I know a lot of people don't like the 14 count Ada. But 14 and 16 count is good. 18 count gives me a lot of trouble. But, look, is that right? I need to move the fabric and look at it for just a second. Okay. I think I actually was successful with that. Okay, let's try another stitch. Let's see what I can do. This is very different for me. It's like when you're looking in the mirror trying to do something. I feel opposite. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I should have done my nails or something for you all. Okay, so leave me a comment what your September plans are. I'd like to see what everyone is doing. So my September plans, I think I may have told this in my last video. My September plans are, of course, to work on Scenic Farm. And I still need to start the Books and Coffee from designer Maria Brofko. And I haven't started that yet. And I think I have my thread knotted up in the back. This is this is really new for me. This is real stuff, people. So, I think, see, I'm having such a hard time. But, there we go. Let me check the back. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing the Maria Brofko cross stitch, and I am participating in the Santa September with Cat Talks and Miss T and Stitches, I think is the name. I'm sorry, I will do better because I have been meaning to go. I think she has a Flosstube, and I have been meaning to go and watch her Flosstube. let's see. So I'm going to do the Scent of September. If you don't know about that, go watch one of their Flosstube Cat Talks or Miss T and Stitches, and you'll know about that. And you use hashtag Santa September 2022. And yeah, check that out if you like stitching Santas. I also have a snowman cross stitch that I am working on. I will show it before I end this video. You can see the book in the background, I think. So I will show it. It is a book, I think, from 1997. Listen, I gotta get a drink of coffee, you all. This is stressing me. My coffee got cold too. So, okay, I'm gonna have to move this out of frame for a minute and count my stitches. So, just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to make sure everything was looking right. This is like totally different for me. Like I said, a whole new level of respect for you all who do this. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I was talking about Santa September, and so I'm still trying to learn here. This is so hard for me. So Santa September, the snowman through the year, and this project and the Maria Brofco. Those are the ones I'm going to be working on. If you have Instagram and you don't already follow me there, I'm a Willie Sheep Stitcher on Instagram. And look at that. Does that look weird? I guess I didn't go in the right spot. I've got to fix that. Okay, there I have my mistake fixed. So this is just learning to do this through a camera, so you're seeing in real life all my mistakes. Okay, so what I think I asked what everyone plans on stitching this month. If you're watching this today on September 1st and you're commenting, let me know what you're stitching today. Let me know. I don't know. Do you drink coffee? What kind of coffee do you like of the morning? All those kinds of things. I'm just making up stuff as I go along. Yeah, I don't think this will be a very long stitch with me session, but I'm trying to give some people what they ask for. So I hope this isn't too terrible for you all to have to watch. I hope if I do this again, I can just get better. So, and maybe this might help someone who is new with cross stitching, maybe. I'm not sure that it will, since I can't seem to get my needle in the right hole looking through the camera. But okay, let me check this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be, apparently. Or that's what it looks like, at least. So Ooh. This is so awkward. Okay, I'll just do this one more row, or maybe just get part of it started and call that a stitch with me. Let's see, I'm supposed to be up here. If nothing else, y'all can laugh at my bloopers. Okay, I think I'm supposed to be right there. Okay, and there's a lot of bloopers, so you can laugh throughout the whole video. Laura, I hear you giggling right now. Okay. I just can't. I can't do it, you all. I tried. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do too much of this on here because I don't want to mess up my, to get off somehow on my count and then have to go back and rip everything out. But I'm doing this for some people who ask. So it's not much of a stitch with me, but it's more of a me learn to stitch on camera kind of thing. Okay, let me check that one. Okay, that works. And if you all, I've been meaning to say, if you're hearing creaking in the background every so often, it is because my desk chair creaks when I move. So I'm not sure if you have been hearing that. Okay, this is just, I'm supposed to do 7 more of these stitches down, but it's just not working. I don't want to bore you all to death with this. Okay. And that's the wrong stitch. See? Okay. I'm going to give it up, and I'm just going to stitch this off camera. So I hope maybe this helped somebody, or maybe somebody enjoyed it, or somebody enjoyed the laughter they could get out of it. So I will go ahead and show my snowman through the year as soon as I heat up my coffee and go grab my cross stitch of that. It's in the other room, and I will be right back. Look at that ridiculousness. Okay, so this book, Snowman Through the Year from Good Natured Girls, is the book where my project, it's my 30-minute a day challenge. It's this project right here. I've shown it on this channel before. So it's this project. This book is, the copyright is 1997. So it's an old book. So I have gotten, this snowman is stitched and this snowman is stitched, but they are not completely back stitched. There's some things I missed on these. So I will show you where I am at on this project. And there's a hashtag called hashtag 30 minutes a day, I think. And so if you want to join in and do the 30-minute a day challenge, join in. Laura Stitcher, I think, may have created the hashtag. But I will check and I will put the hashtag at the title of my video. Okay, so here is what I have gotten done so far on my snowman and snow lady cross stitch project. So I'm working on trying to finish up the back stitching on this little snow lady, and I have back stitching on her hat to do, and then the flowers and some of the around the leaves of the flowers. I have to finish up this bird's nest, and then there's back stitching to do there, and also the shovel. I still have some back stitching on this side, just up to here to do. And then I think that's all I have to do. I'll have to check it again because there's so many different things that have to be back stitched on here. Here are my lazy daisy stitches. Those are fun to do. And I think they add to the detail of the project. So right here is the snowman. I guess he's the summer. The snow lady was the spring. I still have parts of him that have to be back stitched. So like I have to do that. And then I will be able to start on, let me pull this in the way here. I will be able to start on this one, the fall one, which is appropriate for right now. So yeah, this is fun. This is my 30-minute challenge, and I could be repeating myself because I have been having to do this in sections. I've had some interruptions while I have been filming. So if I've repeated myself, I'm sorry. But yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. And I might actually move over and work on it some, just because of it being fall. So, well, it's not officially fall, but it's September. It's September 1st. It's close enough. So, that is my 30-minute a day challenge from Laura Stitcher. She told me to pick one of my WIPS, and this is what I picked, and so that's my challenge. And I will look at the appropriate name for the hashtag that goes to that. Okay, so my Santa September project is coming from Down Santa Claus Lane. I showed this in one of my videos. It's a leisure arts book, and it's a project that I have already started and I need to complete, so this is the perfect time to do that. So I'm glad that this stitch along is being done in September with Cat Talks and Miss T and Stitches. So if you haven't seen my previous video, this is the ornament that I am wanting to finish up. It's very, very detailed, but it's going to be beautiful, and it's got colors in it that I wouldn't typically think of for Santa, but that's why I like it, because it's not the bright red and green and all of that. So I have done mine on I think it's a 16 or 18 count Aida cloth. Let me pull it over here for just a second. So this is where I'm at on this ornament. So I still have a lot of stitching to do. There's a lot of detail in here, back stitching and confetti stitching and all of that. But like I said, I think it's going to be gorgeous when it's done. I think I have someone picked out that I want to give it to who likes Santas. And yeah, so I think I will probably work on this like on Saturdays and just, you know, take a few hours on Saturdays throughout September and work on this particular piece. So like Santa Saturday or something. That's what I was thinking. And yeah, so that's hashtag Santa September 2022, and you will see that in my title. I'll put it there. Okay, my next plan for September is to try to finish up this coastal piece by designer Doreen Jones. And I finally was able to find the missing floss color that I had for this, so I should be able to really be on my way with stitching this. So that is a lot of projects for the month of September. We'll see what I make it through, because I'm not promising anything I'm not promising to finish anything, but this is what I plan to work on, and I'm just hoping to, you know, make some good progress, and especially on Scenic Farm and Books and Coffee from Maria Brofko, because that is a gift and I need to be working on it. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, this floss tube. It's been a little different than the ones I usually do. And let me know what type you like. Do you like vlogs? Do you like something like this more often with the Stitch With Me, although my Stitch With Me didn't go very well. But I'll just have to be practicing that. And just thank you. Thank you for joining me and dealing with the chaos. So I will plan to be back on next Wednesday for another floss tube, and just leave me a comment, a like, subscribe if you would like to. And yes, I will see you next time, and until then, be blessed and be well.